Elden Dogs is a proud member of the Hair of the Dogcast Network. To get bonus episodes of this show, as well as access to many other amazing perks, check out patreon.com/hairofthedogcast.
And make sure to check out our new podcast, Zombie Dogs, which covers the Resident Evil franchise. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show.
Greetings, Tarnished, and if you know that sound, that means you're also an alcoholic opening a 12-pack of Miller High Life at a Sunday morning. My name is, of course, Sir Ansbach, and I'm honorable, and I fucking love the blood.
Lady Freya here. I left my shield at home.
You sound rough.
It was a late night. I did a lot of yelling last night at customers. We had a Grateful Dead cover band playing, and so I had to yell over the music. And it's a lot of, do you have a tab open? Sir, you can't puke there.
Was there vomiting?
No, one guy dry heaved, and then he left quickly. The Grateful Dead crowd we have, it's a band called Seaside Zoo. They've played for us a few times, and they're following our customers last night are always really good people. A lot of hula hoops.
Yeah, I used to manage a movie theater, 14 years ago, and we had like those live events, and they would play like a Grateful Dead concert.
Oh, hell yeah.
From like 20, 30 years ago, and it was the weirdest night at a movie theater. It was, a bunch of people not sitting in their chairs, trying to smoke weed and getting busted nonstop by me and my coworkers, and lots of baggies. I saw lots of baggies getting tossed around. It was a weird night.
That's weird. We didn't have a lot of baggies. I just slang a lot of drinks last night.
Well, that's good. Yes, we are the Zelden Dogs, part of the Hair of the Dogcast, the Dogcast Network. And, we're here to talk about Elden Ring. Now, I've had some thoughts about Elden Dogs, Tyler.
Yes.
Now, Elden Dogs is just so fun. It's a great show. And I think when we're done with Elden Ring and Night Rain, I think we just keep pushing through to another game.
Just another FromSoft game or a different game altogether?
I'm up for discussions. My initial thoughts were Bloodborne, Sekiro, maybe Lies of P. It would have to be in the Soul genre.
Yeah.
I think would be the only way to move forward. But yeah, just a thought I had. It could be fun. And if anyone has any thoughts about that, let us know.
I would be down because I do enjoy the long-term or long-form podcasting. I feel like it's more conducive to podcasting because you really get to rip the topic open and really analyze it in greater detail than if you just did, a couple hour and a half, 2-hour episodes on something.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to cover Night Rain, and it will not be 70 episodes worth of Night Rain, but we'll talk about it. But but we'll see what happens afterwards. But we're going to continue into the armaments again, weapons part 2, because there is about 10,000 more to discuss, and we're gonna get right into it with the thrusting swords. Now,
I know what you're thinking.
I love thrusting. Just pull out that long poker and just lunge at someone. Thrusting swords, they strike a balance between moderate damage, fast attacks, and good reach, while piercing and slashing enemies. They can be used with a shield raise, which is a nice little perk. Dual wielding allows you to unleash a flurry of stabs and slashes, which rapidly accumulate status ailment buildup. You can perform feint attacks when you press dodge while charging a heavy attack, and another animation will happen except for the Carian sorcery sword. The Fiend for the Frozen Needle. The Fiend for the Frozen Needle will fire projectile, which is kind of fun. And it can be power stanced with the newly added Mongosh dagger from the DLC. Now, number 8 thrusting swords. We have number 8, the Estoc, which is a cool name. And it's a large piercing sword with a long, hard bladed edge, which is also capable of slashing attacks. An Estoc is a French thrusting sword. Its name comes from an old French word for stab, which, that's fun. But it's It's pretty bare bones. It's the simplest, least effective thrusting sword.
Yeah, hence number 8 out of 8.
Yeah, not too impressed.
Number 7, we have the noble stock.
Yes.
Which, to me, is kind of dumb because it's a golden stock, but it only has a 0.5% drop rate, and it requires less stats than the peasant stock.
Yes.
The stock.
The stock is stock.
And which is less powerful, but it's gold. So for the drip, you might want it, but to be number 7 and only have a 0.5% drop rate is kind of lame.
Yeah, but for us horrible monsters that actually just went and killed 1,000 nobles to get this drop, when you get it, just holding it feels cool.
It's an achievement.
It is an achievement in itself. It sucks when you do that much for a weapon that is not effective. I have done it. I have every weapon in the game.
It's just for cosmetics.
I guess we could just briefly mention too. Elden Ring was announced for the Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah. How much will it cost to play?
Well, that depends on the tariffs.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of. We're not going to be talking too much about that, but I will say the trailer did not look that good. I thought that the graphics looked very subpar.
People are memeing it on Reddit by putting it in 144p and just saying like, "Oh my god, the new Elden Ring Switch trailer looks so good."
It would look good on the size of a Game Boy Advance screen, for sure. But that's not what you're playing on.
No.
There will be some new armor and weapons, though, allegedly coming out for the Switch. So that'll be fun.
I heard that instead of being able to ride around Torrent, you just get Yoshi.
Wow, that would be cool. There is actually going to be Torrent variants. You're going to be able to like 3 or 4 different like something versions of Torrent, which
Really?
I don't know. It's Epona from fucking Link. That's not true, but yeah. Number 6, we have the Karian Sorcery Sword. It's a smaller piercing sword with a slender blade. Deals equal amounts of magic damage, which is nice. This armament functions as a catalyst for Glintstone's sorcery when executing strong attacks. Very cool.
Yes, I like that.
Not only is this a sword, but you can also cast spells with it. Cast sorceries. It is the most powerful spell catalyst at precisely 41 intelligence if fully upgraded. But only at 41 intelligence. If you get more than it, it's a wonky thing.
Yeah, you don't want to be too smart.
No, just smart enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't finish doctor school, but get a film degree.
Yeah. Get a bachelor's of science and say you have a bachelor's of science, but you went to a film school. Like that's what I did.
Oh, what did you study in college? Directing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I also took behavioral science.
Oh.
And they're like, oh, so he is smart.
But then they talk to us and they're like, no, he just knows about Elden Ring.
Yeah.
That's it. It also has the Impaling Thrust Ash of War.
I love that ash. That ash is so good.
Yeah.
I love me a good thrust.
I've heard that about you. We also have a beer. We have the Turn the Tide Pina Colada Sour. It's a coconut and pineapple sour, 6% ABV. This was brewed in Bentonville, Arkansas. This is from our friend Phil again, by Social Project Brewing. We might have had one of these already. I think you might have sent 2.
This is really good. It's heavy on the coconut in your nose. It smells just like a pina colada, but it is tasty. And I hate coconut, so that's saying a lot.
The pineapple's nice. The pineapple really mellows the flavor down.
I've been to Bentonville quite a few times. I was just in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, for vacation, seeing my grandparents.
How was that?
There was 26 tornado warnings the first day I was there.
Wow.
It was the weather was bad.
Yeah, but that's number 6, Karian Sorcery Sword.
Number 5, we got the Frozen Needle, which is a special weapon.
Yes.
Forged by our boy EG.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan. And he also has big underwear. Giant dude.
Yep. Deft touch for such a large man.
Yeah, he's learned. He
Is he a
reads
man?
books.
Large
He's a
creature.
troll.
Creature. I'll go creature.
He's a male troll.
He's a male troll.
I imagine he's hanging dong.
Yeah. Dumb dangler.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a razor thin piercing blade of ice that does not melt. That's important.
That would be pointless if it did.
Yeah, I can make an icicle.
This fight cannot last longer than 5 minutes.
The heavy attack fires short to medium range ice projectiles that use no FP. Charged heavy attacks will give the projectile increased damage and range, and it's going to give you 60 frostbite buildup, which is pretty fucking solid for buildup.
Yeah, this it's a cool weapon. I like any weapon that just like default projectiles because that their efficacy is variable, but it's cool. And also, its name is Needle, and I like Arya Stark. She's cool. Much cooler in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do a long-form Song of Ice and Fire podcast. Problem is, it would take us 8 years to get to the ends of A Dance with Dragons, and we still wouldn't have Winds of Winter.
Yeah, we'd never be able to finish it. And I would inevitably start talking about the show, and then I'd get real upset again, and then I got to go sit in the corner and calm down. Like, that happens like at least twice a week.
Did you hear they resurrected direwolves before Winds of Winter came out?
Yes. That's fucking awesome, by the way.
It is cool.
And they said the woolly mammoth is not far behind.
Well, all I'm saying is I've seen Jurassic Park, so.
I'm down with direwolves.
Okay.
I mean, I live in Milwaukee. A direwolf ain't getting here.
Yeah, an albino direwolf will be the most coveted animal on the planet now.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, we got the number 4, the Clean Rot Knight Sword. I do like me a Clean Rot Knight. Much longer reach than the S-Stock. Quick pokes and length make it a great choice in the offhand alongside other weapons. This is going to be one of the better S-Stocks. The better thrusting swords. And it's fast, it's got a reach. And yeah, it's fun. You know, throw some different affinities on there. Get a little crazy.
Number 3. So we're rounding out the pedestals here. Every time there's first, second, third, I think of Super Mario, or I think of Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64 with the ending, you know, where you stand on the pillars. No matter what,
I think of the Super Nintendo.
You see, but I didn't have that game. I think.
Yeah, it's a shame.
So on the short pedestal, the number 3, we got the rapier. Don't say the other way. It's rapier.
Yes, it's not the president.
No. It also boasts the ability to be used while guarding with a shield, which I think gets a little OP sometimes in this game. I rely on the shield a lot.
Yeah.
With every build. I mean, not with every build, but when I play my my archer character and I don't have the shield, and I go back to playing my main and I got the shield, it's incredible how much of a crutch having a shield is.
Yeah.
So being able to use a weapon over the top of one, fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
30 higher critical than a stock, but with less range. He's just a short little guy. He can't reach that far. Might seem unremarkable, but has the second highest crit rate of any weapon. Great for parries and backstabs. Backstabs, big fan. Parries, impossible. I don't know why we keep propagating this rumor that you can parry in the game. It's not possible.
I looked up in the dictionary. It's not even in there. I think people are just trolling us.
Yeah.
Which if we were to do Sekiro, I think it would be a requirement to learn about parries.
The only parry I know is Matthew Perry.
He's dead.
I know, but I've been watching Friends. He's delightful.
I've never seen an episode.
You know, it's not a bad show. Makes me nostalgic for the 90s, though.
I watched Mickey 17 last night.
Is that good?
It will never be anyone's favorite film. It's well made. It's a fine story. Funny, well acted. And the whole time I'm like, nothing about this is great. Like 10 out of 10.
Good.
It's just really good. But I'm like, I never want to see it again. A whole lot of fine.
I'm going to go see Sinners, I think, tomorrow.
That fucking trailer goes hard.
Dude.
I saw it for the first time last night, and I was like, what is this crazy vampire movie?
Yeah. Oh, man. I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, we got number 2, the Ant Spur Rapier. This is the spur of a giant ant. Fucking cool.
Yep. I like that. Anytime I can use a body part from one of my victims as a weapon,
yep,
I love it.
I love repurposing. The blade drips with Scarlet Rot. Yeah, 55 Scarlet Rot buildup. As this weapon has innate Scarlet Rot and can be infused with Ashes of War, it is possible to have Scarlet Rot, Blood Loss, and Poison on this weapon. This requires infusing the weapon with either Seppuku and choosing the Poison Infinity, or by infusing the weapon with Poisonous Mist and choosing the Bleed Affinity. This way, when you use the weapon art to buff the weapon, you have all 3 statuses at once.
It's like Infinity Stones.
Yeah, you're too powerful.
You're too powerful.
Pairs extremely well with another Power Stance Thrusting Sword. The Power Stance Thrusting Sword moveset is unique in that the second L1 in this combo utilizes a very fast triple hit from the right-hand weapon, as opposed to attacking with both left and right in succession. This allows you to proc status effects extremely quickly, since you effectively double the number of hits with the weapon per button input. The Power Stance Thrusting Sword moveset is unique in that the second... I'm going to read the whole thing twice there. Copy paste went a little crazy there. But no, just double your pleasure, double your fun, triple your status effects, and then do it again.
Yeah.
Like it's a beast, and it's also part of a giant ant, which that shit's hot. Like I'm into that. Just great.
I wonder you rock this and like the jellyfish shield or the turtle shield. I wonder if you could have like an all animal parts build. You can wear a bear. You can literally
head.
wear a bear head
And a bear pelt.
You know, you could do it.
That'd be pretty cool.
Surprised you put that one at number 2. I think that for me would be number 1. Although at number 1, you got to throw some respect on it. We got Rajir's Rapier.
Love you, buddy. Rest in peace, dude.
R.I.P. baby.
Yeah, dude. I remember when you went down and you saw the corpse in the basement of Stormvale for the first time, and next to it you saw Rajir's fucking red ghost just rise in the air and fucking disappear. I'm like, he found what he was looking for.
We did it, buddy.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. Yeah. And then he's just sitting there under a blanket like, I'm not doing too well.
He was like one of the first friendly NPCs you find in the game too, because he's in Stormvale and he's like, do you want to learn magic? And I was like, yeah, dude. And can you teach me that cool accent?
Yeah.
I don't talk much, but I'd like to talk like you.
Yeah, bro. And he likes getting hugs from Fia. He used to roll with D, which we all used to have friends we're not too into anymore.
Yeah, he got really into like punk rock and one got really into like metal, and then they just slowly drifted apart.
Yeah. Yep.
I got friends like that.
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't been following along, it's our boy Rajir's Rapier. Starts at +8, which I had no idea what that meant when I got that weapon.
Yeah.
But
I was excited about it, though.
Yeah, I just knew it was strong. My roommate used this and never upgraded it. Did not understand upgrading. Did not understand why he was having such a hard time in the last half of the game. I'm like, dude, your stats suck, man.
Your stats are weak.
You're not doing it well. But this is actually the weapon that made me do the spell blade for my first playthrough, because it gave me magic pretty early on in the game, and I just ran with it after that.
Yeah.
Starts at +8. This weapon has a unique R2 attack, a quick double thrust.
It's also called the pump and dump.
The pump and dump, yes. Particularly potent with status infusions. It's got a higher attack rating than most thrusting swords. It's got a higher critical attack than all thrusting swords, but the rapier. And it comes with glint blade phalanx attached to it, which is a really good Ash of War. Some of those little swords above your head, and they kind of delay before they fly out. Really useful, especially for boss battles.
You can't go wrong with either of these. I had to give it to Rogier because he is a homie, but the Anspur is right there as well. They could both be tied for number 1, but both great. Yeah, if you want a little thrusting sword, you could do. That's what you want to use right there. Now we're going to move on to the heavy thrusting swords. Which is its own category on certain websites. Focuses on piercing attacks and are best used to counter or follow up an enemy's attack. The extra weight packs some extra physical attack power and still allows players to use this weapon with a shield. Has a built-in feint like the thrusting swords, except for the sword lance. There's not a ton of these. Number 6 is berries and cream. If I could put this at number 10, but I would, but there's only 6 of them. Well, still, I'm going to do it. Number 10, Queelin's Greatsword, weighty piercing sword with a blade that undulates like fire, also deals fire damage. Anonymous on Fetch Your Life said, named Greatsword, looks like a spear, works like a heavy thrusting sword. This thing makes no sense.
I agree, man. I'm confused as you are.
Yep. Get fucked, Queelin.
Number 5, we have the Great Epee.
A Great Epee.
The Great Epee, yeah. Is that how you say it?
I took one of those the other day.
You took, yeah?
6 high lives. I broke the seal.
Oh, dude.
Whoa.
Damn.
I took a Great Epee.
It's like a fire hose.
I'm guessing it's Epee.
Yeah, I think it is epee.
Okay.
It's more fun to say epee, though.
Sure.
Great epee, commonly used in life or death duels. Pressing the dodge button while charging an R2 attack will change the R2 attack into a backwards feint. We call this the step back 3. James Harden made it popular a few years back.
Okay.
Some people say it's traveling. I agree.
I think it's stupid. I don't even watch NBA because it's all fake these days.
Dude, yeah. And then oftentimes it's accompanied with a carry, which I'm not going to get into it. But this backwards, the step back 3 that happens, this feint attack, can combo directly into a running R1 attack. Pretty useful. I have this weapon. Never once have I equipped it.
It's some fancy footwork. It's all right. There are better ones to use, including the number 4, the Dragon King's Craigblade. This is a special one. This also deals lightning damage.
Hell yeah.
Deals plus 30% damage to dragon-type enemies, so certain times you are going to want to pull this out. And it deals an extra 15% damage to ancient dragons. The unique skill, the Thundercloud form, temporarily transform into a red thundercloud and fly through the air, then plunge down with a lightning-infused blade. Hold to increase the reach of the Thundercloud form. That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm going to give it a pretty cool.
I'd give it a gold star if I had one.
It's for dragons, it moves up a couple, but you're not often fighting dragons.
Yeah, that's true. And most of the time I just run from them because they're big and scary.
Yeah.
Number 3, we have the Bloody Hellas.
Very cool.
Carried by the noble servants of the Lord of Blood, designed to bore into flesh, causing severe blood loss at the wound. The extracted blood trickles gracefully down the length of the blade.
Just shout out to my homies for a second. Lord of Blood, represent. I'll see you guys at the next show.
That's your dog.
Yep.
55 blood loss buildup. Pretty fucking solid.
I'm getting turgid.
The unique skill on this is the Dynast's Finesse. Nimbly avoid an attack, securing some distance from foes. Follow up with a strong attack to perform a sudden lunge. And press strong attack again to perform a sweeping slice. Anything that gives me distance in a fight.
Yeah.
Like with the Bloodhound Fang, how you get that like step back. Anything that gives me distance in a fight, I love.
It's great.
I rely on it way too heavy sometimes.
It's a fun little like unique combo, which I do appreciate.
You are also immune to damage while in the first portion of the skill, the spin. Damage immunity lasts for 20 iframes at 30 frames per second.
That is not bad.
That's almost like a full second.
It's like a full dodge.
Yeah, that's a big boy dodge. The spin costs no FP, which, again, how is this not number 1 now that I'm reading more about it?
All I'm seeing is that Mad TV skit. Look what I can do. Still a spin.
The spin costs no FP if one has not met the stat requirement to use the weapon, which can be used by pure caster builds to evade attacks right after casting spells. However, it would not have the damage immunity.
Yes.
So that's interesting. That's weird. That's like the only weapon I think that has that.
I'm sure there's more. I never use weapons if I don't have the stat requirement, so I never need to worry about it.
I do two-hand them if I need to use it.
Which is cool. It's cool you can step up. Like if you don't have certain stat requirements, like enough strength, you two-hand it, you do have enough.
Yeah,
that's a
I
cool
like that.
thing.
While the Bloody Hellas is intended to be a Dex arcane weapon, the weapon's scaling and bleed buildup is primarily affected by arcane stats alone, meaning that a strength arcane build at least 19 dexterity can utilize both the Bloody Hellas and a Great Shield simultaneously, which offers high mobility and good defense.
Very cool.
Don't need to say it again, but if you got a shield, you're a friend of mine.
A friend of his. Number 2, we got the Godskin Stitcher.
Fucking love the name.
Heavy metal.
Hell yeah.
Heavy metal. It's an elegant piercing sword with a celadon-colored blade wielded by Godskin nobles. Despite its size, successive attacks from this weapon are swifter than the eye can follow. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion of the ocean.
And this one's got both.
Hell yeah.
This one's just packing heat very quick. Infuse this bitch.
Anything I can infuse in this game is even better. It gives you the freedom to really like switch your shit up.
My first playthrough, I was all like avoiding weapons that required extra work. I was like, just give me those specialties. And now I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, if I don't have to pick up a Somber Smithing Stone ever, I'm happy.
It's nice when I have to do some audibles for affinities for certain bosses or something like that, and I can just go and just pop them around. Yeah, it's a good thing.
That's why I like my lady.
My lady.
Sword Lance at number 1.
Sword Lance.
Sounds like the name of like a D2 baseball player.
Hi, I'm Sword Lance.
And on the mound, we got Sword Lance. He's got a mean slider coming in today.
From Bentonville, Arkansas, we got Sword Lance.
Weapon of Commander Gaius, our boy on the hog.
Homie.
A combination of a great sword and a lance, which is actually pretty fucking cool, if you think about it.
It is kind of cool. Yeah.
The weapon has a standard R1 move from heavy thrusting swords. However, all R2 attacks are from the lance family tree.
Interesting.
Including running R2 and guard counter, which is pretty pretty cool. This means that if the weapon does not have the feint attack that all other thrusting... It doesn't have the feint attack that all other thrusting swords has. Yeah,
you can infuse it as well. It is, it's a really good weapon. It's badass. It's fun to use. Part of me is also just thinking Godskin Stitcher could equally be tied number one here because that one's kind of a more traditional heavy thrusting sword. But the sword lance is unique and it is powerful. And Gaius, we love you. Represent. Unless we're fighting you, I hate you. You can die. Cool dude. That brings us to number one. Not number one. No, we're already past number one. We're going to curved swords next. Hits that special spot a little better. They specialize in slashing attacks and are capable of inflicting damage on hostile creatures without sacrificing mobility. Almost exclusively slash damage, which is effective on unarmored enemies with exposed flesh, but suffers drastically against hard targets, you fucking Crystallians. Fuck you. They can also attack more quickly than any other melee weapons, making them excellent for fast-moving opponents, and they can perform feint attacks. Number 19. We got a whole bunch of these. Scimitar, starting weapon for the warrior. Boring. Next.
Number 18. Shotel.
Shotel. Show and tell.
Its attacks can slip through enemies' guard, anti-block passive effect of 40%. It's 2 pounds, which might be the lightest non-dagger / fist weapon in the game. And the heavy attacks have a higher damage level, which most other curved swords do not have. Not bad.
Yeah, except it's number 18, and there's better. We're going better.
There's quite a few better.
Number 17, the Spirit Sword. This is special. It's said to serve as a medium for communion with spirits, but not for killing enemies, because this thing isn't that good. Also deals magic damage. It is special. Unique skill, the Rancor Slash. Spin around. Look what I can do. Slashing foes while summoning vengeful spirits, which chase down foes. Additional input for a follow-up attack. Builds up frostbite. Spirit sword, you're not that good, and I hate you.
Number 16, we got the Eclipse Shotel. Shotel.
Little fun.
Legendary sword of Castle Soul that depicts an eclipse. That's pretty cool. Also deals holy damage, anti-block passive effect of 40%. Its damage and scaling are average at higher levels in late game. It's fast, and the weapon art adds damage, and a second tap can do an explosion that does good damage if timed well. The unique skill on this bad boy is the Death Flare. Set the lusterless sun ablaze with the Prince of Death's flame, including death ailment upon foes. That is a tough sentence, but you did it, Tyler. Congratulations.
You almost did it all, too, because it inflicts. It doesn't include.
Fuck. Follow up with the additional input to bring down the armament, triggering an explosion. The buff applies 65 holy attack power that scales on faith and 30 death blight buildup. The follow-up explosion deals 70 death blight to opponents that it makes contact with, which, honestly, Brett, you sold me on the sword. Why is it number 16?
Well, death blight's not applicable to so many enemies.
That's true.
Holy enemies bosses are largely resistant to holy damage. This is a ceremonial weapon. This is something you bring out once a year. You have a parade with it, and you're like, look at this thing. It's not for fighting.
Yeah.
It's just pretty.
Your yearly goat sacrifice or something.
If you're going to go sacrifice a goat, pull it out. Otherwise, you want a better weapon.
I feel you there.
Keep this in the display case.
It just got me excited. It sounds so cool.
Number 15, the Flowing Curved Sword. This is the sword of the legendary warrior garbed in blue that fought the god of rot. Kind of looks like a bottle opener. That's a plus. This weapon is a unique multi-hit dancing R2 that consists of a double slash. There's a lot of little rope back and forth, little rope-a-dope. The animation of these R2s blends very smoothly into and out of the ashes of war for spinning slash and sword dance. The wind-up on the charged R2 is strikingly similar to the wind-up on sword dance and could make others roll preemptively if you're doing some PvP. Again, it's fine. It's flashy, but it's not the most effective.
Number 14, Serpent God's Curved Sword. Sword fashioned in the image of an ancient serpent, deity, and a tool of Mount Gelmir's forgotten religion. Heals 2.5% of max HP and 25 flat HP per kill. I love that, but that's not much.
Yeah.
The weapon does not actually need to be used. Simply holding it in your offhand is enough to gain its effects. The healing effect doesn't double, though, when you're power stancing, which kind of sucks. But I do like that you can just put it in your pocket and get the benefits, because like if you got the stamina to do it, why not?
Yeah. It's like, that's why I always have Pedialyte in my pocket. It just kind of combats what I'm up to the night before.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's
I don't know if I need to drink it for it to work, but it's always in my left hand.
It just keeps me company.
Keep the Pedialyte there.
Healing effects stack with Blasphemous Blade. Did not know that. Gonna make a note of that.
Special note, Tyler, get the fucking thing.
Great Horn Hammer, Rykard's Great Rune, and Taker's cameo. That's pretty cool. I actually have this weapon, and it's the one with literally shaped like a serpent that you find on your way to the Altus Plateau, I believe.
Yeah.
It's like on top of a building.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know where every single weapon is.
I actually used this weapon for a while.
Yeah.
I definitely have it.
Well, keep it in your offhand. Number 13, Beastman's Curved Sword. It's a Beastman sword. This curved sword is a unique jumping light and heavy attack, which incorporates spinning, multi-hitting attacks similar to how the Beastmen use them. Great for strength players who want power stance bleed builds. It's a lot of movement, and at some point, it's like the Mountain versus the Red Viper of Dorne, Oberyn Martell. You're doing a lot of jumping around like Yoda in Attack of the Clones, but once I get you, you're done.
Yeah. I get my hands on you.
It's fine. The Beastmen are cool, whatever.
Number 12, Grossmesser.
That's what I made in my pants the other day.
Ew.
I didn't shit my pants. It was a bad joke.
My coworker yesterday said, "Why don't you go shit yourself?" And
Did you?
No, but I've never, I tell people to go fuck themselves all the time.
Yeah.
Even my friends. Like, it's kind of become a running joke.
Yeah, dude, I work in construction.
Yeah, it's, but I've never been told to go shit myself, and I just turned to her, and I was like, that is aggressive.
I had pass. I was going to say something stupid.
Grossmesser, number 12. A thoroughly reliable choice of weapon for those who can master its particularities. A solid weapon with pretty good damage, outclassed in both reach and damage.
That's about all we had to say about that.
Yeah, nice. It's very mediocre.
Yeah.
In the words of Immortan Joe.
Number 11, the Horned Warrior's Sword. This is a special sword. It's a sword of the Keepers of the Tower from our DLC here. It's a paired weapon. And unique skill, the Horn Calling, invokes tangled horns to cover the weapon's blade, drive that weapon into the ground, calling up a cluster of piercing horns. It's great if you want to do a Horned Warrior build. It's definitely not my favorite looking weapon, and once things get a little too covered in horns, it just starts looks like you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to look edgy. We get it.
Yeah, it was like me every time I walked into a Hot Topic at the age of 15. It was like, I'm going to look so cool.
Yes, I'm going to pierce my nose and bleach my tips.
Yeah. I'm going to get a checkered belt because no one's ever done that before.
No one's ever... Whoa.
Yeah.
Daring, are we?
Then I went to school the next week and was sorely disappointed. Number 10, we got the Shamshir.
Shamshar.
It's such a weird... Shamshir.
Shamshir. It sounds bad to say it out loud.
It does not feel good in your mouth.
No. Take it out of your mouth.
Light of weight despite its larger size, its slicing attack come in rapid succession. Ugh. This weapon has a unique R1 chain shared with the scimitar, consisting of a more graceful, flowing attacks. Functionally very similar to the normal curved sword moveset, yet faster, and does advance the user further, making it the longest curved sword.
Which, if length is all you're going for, but, it's not always about going fast. Sometimes it's about the width as well. And
girth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want a girthy thrusting sword.
Number 9, we have the Mantis Blade. It's a weapon of the Cemetery Shades. Has a unique R2 that unfolds the blade, which is kind of fun. The shortest curved sword in terms of regular hitboxes, but its charged heavy attacks are actually the longest of all curved swords due to its unique property where the folded blade snaps forward. It's cool. It's unique. And the Cemetery Shades are sparingly used enough to where I do get excited to see them. Not for me, though. No.
Is this anything like I don't know this weapon. Is it anything like the Bloodborne?
In that it unfolds,
yeah.
But it doesn't stay unfolded.
No, that's lame.
Yeah.
Number 8, we have the Fallacion.
I'll go with Falcon.
Falcon. If you backstep roll during charging your R2 attack, you will do a slashing attack while dodging backwards. You can follow this up with an R1 attack to perform a slashing attack forward, similar to R1 plus forward in Dark Souls.
Yep. It's a cool looking weapon. Again, just there's better ones out there, including the number 7, the Nox Flowing Sword. Now, this is a special sword. Forged from the liquid metal of a silver tier, it is thoroughly tempered until hardened. Is this sword alive? It's made from a silver tier.
It could be. Yeah, I'm going to go yeah, because it's cooler that way.
Heavy attacks have a higher damage level, which most other curved swords do not have. And the unique skill is the flowing form, where it temporarily transforms the armament into its liquid form. And you can swing the armament like a whip to perform a sweeping slice over a wide area. It has an anti-block passive effect of 40. It is cool that your sword can fucking turn into a whip. Whips are some of the least effective weapons in the game for me personally. But it's unique. I like the Nox, and I like that it might be alive.
I do like the fact that I'm just going to say it's alive.
It's alive.
I like it better that way.
Yeah.
Number 6, Dancing Blade of Rana.
Fuck yeah.
Swords ablaze with impassioned red, paired weapons. So it's one of those ones where if you dual wield it, you get 2 of them.
2 for the price of 1.
That's good. Unique skill, Unending Dance. A furious dance formed by a succession of slashing attacks. Hold the button down to sustain the dance for as long as stamina allows. Swirly, swirly dance a lot.
You never stop. You just...
You can go forever.
But if you're doing PvP, to me, that's just when I'm like, all right, I'll just run away.
Yeah, you're going to get tired eventually because you can hold that input for as long as you want to keep slashing away, but it's going to consume stamina and FP.
Yeah. It is, though, it's a nice pair of weapons, and it is, if you get someone trapped in a stagger with the Unending Dance, it can be good. Number 5, the Magma Blade. It's a special weapon. This is made of lava, and it's impossible for humans to make, so that's fun. Also deals fire damage. Who saw that coming? This weapon is very often used on a pure strength build with just enough faith to use it. However, another devastating strategy is to prioritize faith and make liberal use of the ranged lava on this weapon art, because the unique skill is Magma Shower. Slash at foes in a twirling motion while scattering magma all around. Additional input for a follow-up attack. It's flashy, and the Magma Shower is fun. It is fun to just shoot lava all over your enemies. 1% drop rate, you're going to be farming, and it's not always fun farming in Mount Gelmir. I've done a fair amount of it. There's not a lot of enemies that drop this, which is the problem.
Yeah, it's just too open up there. You got to cover too much ground.
Yeah, but very cool curved blade.
Number 4, Phalanx.
The Phalanx.
Horn scent swords. They're paired weapons. Again, I love the paired weapons. It's so cool.
Yeah.
55 blood loss buildup. The unique skill on these is the Revenger's Blade.
I'm about revenge.
Dash up. I like revenge.
Well, people are always like, is revenge really worth it? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, every time I hear about revenge, I give it 3 cheers.
I'm not about getting inner peace from this. I'm about getting revenge. I might find peace later on in life. That's not my goal, though, with revenge. I'm not trying to resolve my personal health. Like, my mental health is fucked as it is. Let me get a little cup of revenge.
I am a petty little bitch.
Yeah.
I go revenge. Revenger's Blade. Dash up to an enemy and slash them open with blades held in each hand. By holding down the button, the initial dash will be extended. Following up with a strong attack to hack the enemy to pieces. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anything that's paired weapons that does like status buildup and has a cool, unique skill, no wonder you're this high on the list.
I mean, this is the only cool thing about the Horn Scent NPC. Otherwise, he just shits his pants and annoys me.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Which aren't good character traits.
It's not what I'm looking for in a friend, I'll tell you that much.
Number 3, the Bandit's Curved Sword. It's among the very best options for elemental infusions. High base damage for a curved sword, low weight, low stat requirements, perfect backup weapon for any cast-heavy build. Very long curved sword, all around just super effective. And be a little bandit. Go steal some hearts.
I farmed for so long to get 2 of these.
Yeah.
so that I could do a dual wielding. When I did my bleed build,
Yeah.
This is how I started with 2 of these. Not a bad weapon. Actually, really good for something you can get that early in the game.
Yeah.
You can get this. You can get this thing.
No, it's a great curved sword.
Super early. Number 2, Wing of Estelle.
I love this weapon.
Sword made from an Estelle wing, suffused with the magic of the stars.
Very cool. This gets back to we're using part of an enemy to beat the hell out of other enemies.
Yeah. Anytime I can hit a dude with another dude, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's what I do in D&D.
I throw the dudes at other dudes.
Deals more magic damage than physical. Deals plus 20% damage to gravity type enemies. Strong attack creates a magical ranged attack for 0 FP though.
Yeah.
And for something that does more magic damage that doesn't take FP, that's pretty fucking neat. Charging the strong attack performs the magical ranged attack twice. And then unique skill here is Nebula. Imbue the natural born stars with magic to send forth a dark cloud of stars that lingers briefly before exploding. If there is insufficient room for the magic arc to spread out, it will bunch up, making this incredibly deadly in tight areas or against walls, or even more where even more explosions are going to hit, which just logically makes sense.
Yeah.
If you're going to explode stars,
Yep.
they don't give a shit about walls.
No.
They're still going to go.
Very cool.
They're going to go boom. The weapon art deals exceptionally high damage to poise, so you can stagger the fuck out of some shit with this.
The Wing of Estelle, my second playthrough, this is my main weapon for my sorceress, because this does scale with intelligence, which is really nice. And it looks like, like those seeds that like spin when they land on the ground. It kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
Which gave my character like a witchy vibe, like kind of more earthy, earth magic type vibe. I love it. I love the look. I love the unique skill. Wing of Estelle, one of my favorite weapons in the game. Very cool.
I'm surprised you didn't have it at 1.
Well, I had to put the Scavenger's Curve Sword because it's too effective, and you can't beat it. It's weapons carried by corpse pillagers who prowl the sites of old battles. It's got 45 blood loss buildup, and it can be infused.
Love that.
Blood infusion gets it up to 82 blood loss. Poison is 95 poison and 38 blood loss. Frostbite is 105 frostbite and 38 blood loss. These are big numbers. Popular choice for bleed builds is the running and jumping power stance moves, while dual wielding can hit up to 4 times, especially when you're rocking that 82 blood loss. Forget about it. Though note that only 1 can be acquired per playthrough. Get it on your second playthrough, dual wield these pups, and you're going to have a good time.
You're going to have a fucking blast.
You're going to have a fucking blast. Now, there could almost be a separate category for like best special and best infusible weapon, because I do love the Wing of Estelle as well, but Scavenger's Curve Sword, it's just so powerful.
That's going to take us to curved greatswords now.
Because every weapon has the weapon and then the big weapon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Little brother, big brother.
Here's our big little swords.
Curved greatswords are capable of long-reaching slashing attacks, allowing users to deal a large amount of damage against enemies, but sacrificing mobility, making the wielder more vulnerable to attacks. So it's going to take a little bit of finesse to use these. It takes almost no finesse, though, to use number 11, because there's 11 of these bad boys, the Monk's Flame Blade.
Yes. I like it.
Curved sword with a flickering flame motif, 4% drop rate, but partways through the giant conquering hero's grave from a fire monk. Not an easy get.
It's not an easy get. This is one of the worst farms in the game. It's at a 4% drop rate, but you have to go a decent amount through this conquering hero's grave. And the fire monk, if you don't get a good jump on it, it's likely it'll take you out because these are powerful enemies. It's a flashy weapon. It looks nice, but I mean, overall, it's not too effective. It's in fact the least effective of the curved greatswords. Number 10 will get us to the Onyx Lord's Greatsword. This is a special one. Greatsword forged from golden-hued meteoric ore. It also deals magic damage. It deals plus 20% damage to gravity-type enemies. It has a unique skill, the Onyx Lord's Repulsion. Greatsword forged. Oh, I already said that. The repulsion, it's going to push those enemies away, and it is fun to push people around. But yeah, it's a gravity sword. There's better ones.
Number 9, Zamor Curved Sword Special Edition.
Special edition.
In apparent devotion to winter, the curved blades is styled after an icy wind and imbued with a powerful frost effect that's going to give you 65 frostbite buildup, which ain't too shabby. Light attacks with this weapon cost significantly less stamina than other curved swords, and the unique skill you're going to get is Zamor Ice Storm. Plunge the curved sword into the ground, building power before unleashing a freezing storm that will batter the surroundings. Skill seems to do around 630 frost buildup, being able to apply Frostbite to Radagon in one full use.
Which is pretty cool.
That's insane.
Yeah, you got to get close enough, and also you're still going to die.
And
you're going to die a lot.
I imagine the build up to that is probably going to take a second too.
It's a cool skill, and Frostbite has its uses. But what are you going to do? Can be power stance with the Bloodhound's Fang on a quality dexterity build to get both bleed and frost innately, which is cool. Number 8 gets us to the Dismounter, which is a cool name for a weapon. It's a Caden Sellsword's weapon. Combines the blades of a scimitar with the heft of a hatchet for a big old curved sword that they use on horseback to dismount other enemies. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. There's better.
Number 7, Horned Warrior's Greatsword, Special Edition.
It's a special weapon.
Unique skill on the Horned Warrior's Greatsword is Horn Calling Storm. Invokes tangled horns to cover the weapon's blade, call a storm into the horns, then mow through enemies. Additional inputs allow for up to 2 follow-up attacks, and Rage Divine Beast boosts damage by 10%.
Yeah, the Horned Warrior's weapons are generally not the best. They're just for a certain build. Number 6, you got Morgoth's Cursed Sword. It's a special weapon. Warped Blade of Shifting Hue, used by Morgoth the Omen King. Very cool looking. The amazing Technicolor Cursed Sword. And 60 blood loss buildup. Unique skill is the Cursed Blood Slice. Brace, then charge forward to deliver a downward diagonal slice. The bloody trail of the late is followed by a burst of flame. And additional input allows for a follow-up attack. It's cool. I like the blood loss. It's fine. It's a flashy weapon, but there's just more effective big old curved swords out there.
Number 5, we have probably one of the coolest names, Omen Cleaver.
Unless you're an omen.
Then that's bad news bears for you.
This is, in fact, a not cool name for them.
It'd be pretty sad.
I don't want to see
like someone coming at me with the alcoholic cleaver.
It's the goblins in The Hobbit when they see the goblin, the orc Christ or whatever it's called, the goblin cleaver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second highest attack rating of all curved greatswords. 4% drop rate from omens is a little scary, though.
It is a little scary. It is a effective cleaver of a great sword. And you could do a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to let you do number 4.
Yeah, I think that's fitting. Number 4, you have my greatsword, Freya's greatsword. Lady Freya's fucking sword. Can be buffed, so go crazy, kids.
Have fun.
Whatever your little heart desires.
Yeah.
The damage of Redmane battle skills is increased by 10%. This buff even applies to other weapons when this one is in your offhand.
I like that.
Skills affected by this passive buff. Flame of the Redmanes, Lion's Claw, Savage Lion's Claw, and Roaring Bash.
So not a ton.
But still pretty damn cool. Plus, it's Lady Freya's namesake greatsword.
That's the best part.
Yeah, that makes it special in and of itself.
I might have put it up a little higher because of that.
I appreciate that.
Number 3, the Beastman's Cleaver. Incredibly heavy, but well-balanced curved greatsword. Has incredible strength, scaling, and guarding capability compared to others in its class. Highest guard boost of all curved greatswords. Highest attack rating of all curved greatswords. It's not the most effective, as we'll see with the next 2, but this is one of the best options. Pretty heavy, though, so fun to use.
Number 2, the Magma Worm's Scale Sword. The shape resembles a dragon's jaw and is covered in hard scales. Also deals fire damage. The unique skill, Magma's Guillotine. Also, super heavy metal.
Yes.
If you're looking for a band name, that's a good one.
Magma Guillotine.
Grab the scale sword with both hands as the worm would do. Hold it like when he holds it in his mouth.
Yep.
and leap forward, smashing it into the ground and triggering a blast of magma.
Very cool.
Follow up with an additional input to perform a chopping attack.
Like that.
Magma Guillotine is almost impossible to interrupt. And the first part of the skill makes the character crouch so you can avoid most horizontal swipes. The full combo has a really high motion value and can easily do over 3,000 damage. The first attack is not affected by the Claw's Talisman.
The unique skill is really where this thing shines. Magma Guillotine, incredibly powerful skill, and it's a badass looking weapon.
Yeah. No surprise on what number 1 is here, though. I saw this coming.
Number 1 is, of course, the Bloodhound's Fang. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but tarnish, so let's do it like they do in the Lands Between channel. Not the Bloodhound Gang. Dropped by Darwell in Limgrave, and 55 blood loss buildup, higher jump attack multiplier than any other curved sword. It's the 3rd longest curved greatsword. It can still be buffed with magic or grease, so I'm excited. It can be buffed with magic or grease despite it being a special weapon. Very cool.
Very important for me.
It can be acquired within the first 10 minutes of the game. Very cool. And unique skill, Bloodhound's Finesse. Slash upwards with the Bloodhound's Fang, using the momentum of the strike to perform a backward somersault and gain some distance from foes, and you'll follow up with a strong attack to perform the Bloodhound Step attack. From the start of the attack chain, there are 58 startup frames until damage immunity, but it's a jump forward, it's a spring back, it's a Bloodhound Step. It's a whole bunch of fun, and there's a reason that this is one of everyone's favorite weapons in the game. You see it in a lot of speed runs. It is a good weapon.
Yeah. It Bloodfang walked so that Blasphemous Blade could run for me.
Yeah.
That was my natural progression.
I've recently started using this a lot on my current playthrough.
Next up, we have Backhand Blades.
Kind of a dumb weapon. It's a dumb weapon type.
The idea of it is really cool. You got to keep that backhand strong.
Yeah, but it's like the dumbest way to hold a sword.
Yeah, well, it's that thing they do in like movies and stuff where they think it looks cool, but it's like no one would fight that way.
It's not effective.
No, maybe John Wick could do it.
He would look for nunchucks, shotguns. He'd look for every other weapon first. If the only thing left was a backhand blade, he would still try and use it normally, unless he was in a specific situation where he had to use it.
It is. They are kind of dumb
because otherwise, just use it like a regular fucking sword.
There's only 3 of these, so this isn't going to take very long. A little overview, though, if you are confused by what a backhand blade is. Wielded with the blade of the sword in the opposite direction of the wielding hand thumb. So it's like it goes backwards. It's weird.
Yes.
Can be dual wielded, granting the player a new way to block attacks. I like the concept of this weapon, and it could be very cool, but it just doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
They're kind of dumb. Number 3, we have the Smith Script Cirque. Execute a strong attack to throw the backhand blade, causing it to fly in a curved trajectory. Now, when you start tossing these, that's pretty cool. If it was like a boomerang sort of thing.
Yeah.
I like that. Unlike other Smith Script weapons, the projectiles follow a curving trajectory when thrown. Thrown attacks when standing or riding horseback curve to the left. Thrown attacks while running or jumping arc upwards instead. Damaged, that's stupid. Why does it do that? That's stupid.
I agree. These throwing weapons were a really cool idea, but ultimately not too viable.
That's so dumb that your movement affects the way the blade goes. Just have it go the same way every time. That's stupid. All right, moving on. That blew my mind. Damage dealt by thrown weapons is affected by effective range. Ash of War on this bad boy is the blind spot. Default skill of the Smith Script Cirque and the backhand blade. Leap into close quarters and take advantage of the enemy's blind spot and gore them from the side. Inputs determine which side you strike from. This attack slips below the opponent's guard.
Yeah, this weapon sucks.
Yeah, this weapon sucks.
Number 2, the Curse Blade Cirque. It's a special weapon here. Weapon of the asshole Curse Blades. 45 blood loss buildup. Exceptionally better at guarding than others in its class, which is notable since it and the backhand blade have a unique multi-hit guard counter. Unique skill, Deadly Dance, an aggressive spinning skill that tears into foes using the circular blades held in each hand. Additional input allows for a sharp axe kick follow-up, which is the coolest looking thing you can do with this weapon. Essentially, you see someone else doing something cool, you think, I'll get that weapon and look cool and do that, and it never is as good as what you wanted it to be.
Yeah, you try to do the axe kick, you end up spraining your MCL, you're out for the rest of the season.
You're done.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Sad. And then number 1, very cleverly named the Backhand Blade.
Ooh.
Didn't see that coming. Some of this weapon's attacks deal piercing damage, unlike the other 2 in its class, so that's pretty cool. Great strength and dex scaling. Default Ash of War is Blind Spot. But Blind Spot's great, and further customization is possible on this one. But again, it's just a very weird category of backhanded blades.
Essentially, it gets number 1 because the other ones suck even worse, but none of these are that good.
Yeah.
That brings us to another weapon category, a beloved category, the katanas.
Fan favorite.
Now, katanas, they specialize in mid-range combat, capable of inflicting slash and thrust attacks, as well as blood loss in many, many cases. Longer reach and faster combos than most other swords of comparable height. Many players choose this weapon type for its unique moveset. The Uchi-katana and the Nakakiba can be modified with Ashes of War, which, very cool. Katanas, people fucking love them.
I am people.
You are the people.
I love them.
Yes.
I really have to actually force myself not to use one every time I start a new playthrough.
Yeah.
It is difficult.
It's very easy to fall back onto them. Number 10, we have the Meteoric Ore Blade. It's a special weapon. Also deals magic damage. Deals plus 20% damage to gravity-type enemies. Unique heavy attack compared to other katanas, which is a strong downward slash akin to kendo techniques. 50 blood loss buildup, and it's just my least favorite of all the katanas. It's still fine, though.
Number 9, we got Dragon's Scale Blade, a weapon made by sharpening a gravel stone scale, thought to be the source of ancient dragon immortality into an unclouded blade.
All words I like.
So far, the lore of this weapon has got me rock hard.
Very hard.
Deals plus 20% damage against dragon-type enemies. Useful, but not all that useful.
Certain scenarios.
Yes. Deals plus 10 damage against ancient dragon-type enemies. Still cool, but not as effectively.
Even less utility.
It's still cool, but yeah, no utility there. Well, not a very specific scenarios.
Yes.
A note, though. Dragons typically have high resistance to slash, which the Dragon Scale Blade moveset consists almost entirely of. As a result, these bonuses serve only to counteract these resistances, and you might find other weapons more effective for your dragon slaying ventures.
Yes.
We talked about one a couple minutes ago.
Yep.
Just use that.
Slashing is not good.
Unique skill, Ice Lightning Sword. Call down a bolt of ice lightning into the blade and bring it down upon a foe.
That's cool.
That is pretty heavy metal. I like that. The skill consists of 3 trigger attacks, stomp, slash, and then lightning bolt, then coats the blade with the ice lightning effect, adds 160 flat lightning damage to weapon, AR, and 80 frost buildup for 45 seconds. That's not actually all that great, though.
It's fine.
It's solid, but like you can get much better affinities and buildups with other weapons.
And if an enemy's weak to lightning, that is where you want to use it. Number 8 is a Starline Sword. It's a special weapon. It's the weapon of the demi-human swordsman, which I do love those little fuckers.
Yeah, they're lovely.
They're very fun. This deals equals amounts of magic damage and also does 45 blood loss buildup. Unique skill is the Anza's Line of Stars. Named after its demi-human swordmaster, this imbues sorcerer's energy into lined glintstones and executes a slash attack. Repeated inputs allow for up to 2 follow-up attacks, each dealing greater damage than the last. I want this sword to be better than it is. Because I like the swordsman.
Yeah, and I feel the same way about the next one. When I got it my first playthrough, I was so excited to get my hands on number 7, the Serpent Bone Blade.
It sounds cool.
And it looks cool.
But it ain't that cool.
It's really not. I mean, I'm going to use it in New Game Plus because I'm going to try a poison build. Because it's like one of the few things I just really haven't delved into. But the Serpent Bone Blade is a sword that is dense. It's just a densely packed row of spines that jut away from the cutting edge that are coated in a lethal poison.
Pretty fun.
It causes 66 poison buildup. The drip, though, the drip is real nice. If you want to look good.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
That is part of it.
I don't remember, though, if this it's special, so I would assume it requires somber smithing stones.
It should, yeah.
I can't remember though for sure.
Oh, yeah. Get some poison buildup, 66 poison buildup. It's not bad. Number 6, surprised to see it this low on the list.
Yeah, really surprised.
The Hand of Millennia. It's a special weapon. It's a blade built into Millennia's prosthetic arm. Through concentration, it is resistant to rot. 50 blood loss buildup. Or through consecration, it is resistant to rot. 50 blood loss buildup. Unique skill, Waterfowl Dance. Perform a series of one-footed leaps in the manner of waterfowl to unleash a swift yet graceful slashing combo. Repeated inputs allow for up to 2 follow-up attacks. The skill can be extended while in mid-air, and its forward momentum for each flurry lets you cross gaps you normally cannot jump over, which is cool. You watch people do some really crazy jumps, but the thing is, you don't need to, ever.
Yeah.
It's not really saving you, or like there probably is some speed run that uses it, but mostly it's not as good as when Millennia uses it, so it's disappointing.
It's one of those things you were talking about earlier where you see somebody do a cool attack and you're like, I'm going to be able to do that. And then when you do it, it's just not as cool.
Yeah. You need to also, it's just, it's disappointing.
Number 5, we got Sword of Night. The blade of the sword is only semi-corporeal and thus cannot be guarded against completely. Like that. Also deals magic damage, ignores 40% damage negation from blocks. It does 45 blood loss buildup, and the unique skill, Witching Hour Slash.
It's cool that it cannot be blocked. It can negate some of that, and it's sort of night, so that's fun, but there's just simply better katanas, like number 4, the Uchi Katana. From the Land of Reeds, a long, single-edged, curved blade, the starting equipment for samurai. When infused with heavy affinity, it receives A scaling for strength, starting from plus 23, whereas with keen affinity, it receives A scaling for dexterity, starting from plus 23. This will make it both viable for pure strength or pure dexterity builds, which is not super common. 45 blood loss buildup, incredibly effective katana, and you can change it to your play style, to your stats.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Number 3, we got the Nagakiba, Weapon of Yura, Hunter of Bloody Fingers. That's our boy.
I like his voice too. He sounds like the dad from The Witch. Oh God.
Yeah, like he's got gravel in his mouth, but in like the best way.
Fighting a dragon.
45 blood loss buildup. An incredible weapon that shows its strength in various Ash of Wars it can be used with, some of which can normally only be put on smaller armaments. Very versatile.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, it is easily one of the best katanas. The problem is, though,
you gotta kill Yura for it.
No, you can let him be taken over and then kill the body.
Yeah, that's true.
But the problem is there's just 2 other very good katanas that people are obsessed with. Number 2 is the Moonveil. It's a special katana. Forged of Glintstone. I'm getting a little hard. Masterpiece of a Celian swordsmith. This deals more magic damage than physical damage, but it also does 50 blood loss buildup. The unique skill is the Transient Moonlight, where you sheath the blade, which is cool to do with a katana, because unsheathing it is half the fun.
Yeah.
And you hold it at the hip in a composed stance, and you just wait. It's like quick draw with a gun. Follow it up with either a normal or a strong attack to draw the blade at great speed for an instant slash attack. Both attacks fire off a wave of light.
Huge AoE on both of those attacks, too.
So fun. The light attack triggers a wide horizontal slash, roughly 75 to 90 degrees, directly in front of the player, releasing an arc-shaped magic projectile attack. And the heavy attack triggers a vertical downward slash, also releasing a similar projectile attack. The projectiles take the form of a medium range, approximately half the range of a standard throwing knife. It's a blue arc. They can be aimed freely, holding up and down vertical control. A useful tool when dealing with large enemies with weak points above standard striking levels, such as the heads of dragons. While Moonveil deals split physical and magical damage, the beam released from this skill deals strictly magical damage, and is hitting a target with the physical blade whilst using the skill unleashes the full damage potential of this weapon, stacking physical damage, magical damage, and the magical damage of the projectile in one swift strike.
It's really OP and carried me for a long time.
Yes, you can do barely better with anything else, and this can be your weapon for life.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that use it have a hard time giving it up. It was tough for me to go to a different play style after using it because it's just A, it's really fast, it's really fun to use. B, it's super OP and you feel like a G while you're using it.
Major G.
And it's just like the drip too.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Until you find this last one.
Then you get Rivers of Blood, which you just get way too late in the game. But now we have the DLC, so I actually got to use it a little bit.
Q Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weapon of Okina, a cursed weapon that has felled countless men. Deals equal amount of fire damage, which I didn't even know.
Yep.
That's insane.
Nope.
Despite the D in scaling for Arcane, the damage gain is comparable to Dex, but splits more into fire. In addition, more Arcane increases the bleed buildup. In summary, this weapon is reasonably viable on a pure Dex or pure Arcane build. You're going to start with 50 blood loss buildup. And the unique skill, the Corpse Piler. Forms a blade of cursed blood for repeated interweaving successive attacks. Follow up with an additional input for further successive attack. Deals physical plus fire damage with blood buildup per hit. The fire damage is significantly higher than the physical portion of the damage, and the fire damage and bleed the fire damage and bleed buildup scale with Arcane. That is just too fucking heavy metal. I was gonna say you should have put Moonveil at number 1, but I honestly think that this is probably where
Rivers of Blood.
Yeah, it needs to go here.
It's like, The Shining is hallways of blood, but this is rivers of blood. It's that much blood, though.
Rivers of Blood is most likely inspired by Muramasa, a swordsmith in Japan from the 16th century. Legends say that Muramasa's swords were cursed with demonic, or they were cursed and or demonic in power, causing bloodlust to those who wielded it, or dude was just so fucking good at using swords. Wait, no, he made the swords.
He made the swords. They were cursed because they were so good that you wanted to kill people with them. They're just so good at like causing blood and just cutting through stuff. Like I kind of want to just cut that dude's arm off because it feels good.
Well, I had to stab him.
You don't have this and not stab people. It's like a rule. Yeah. Fantastic weapons. There's a reason that you'll see Moonveil and Rivers of Blood on so many builds because they're that good. A new weapon type that came out for the DLC is the Great Katanas.
See how we did that again, though? Little brother, big brother.
There's a lot of these.
Yep.
It's like you had a regular hot dog. What about a jumbo hot dog?
You had a 6-inch. You want a foot long?
Want a foot long? The Great Katana, they're as big as Greatswords, granting far more damage than common katanas and offer a lot more range at the cost of attack speed. They have a built-in feint, surprisingly, but only the Great Katana can be modified by a number of Ashes of War, which you better believe your boy did.
Spoiler alert.
Now, number 3. Here's the thing, though. All 3 of these, very good. A lot of these other weapons, they suck. These 3, they're all good.
Quality weapons.
Number 3, we have the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana. It's a special weapon. A Great Katana with spines of gravel stone along its blade, wielded by the ancient dragon man of the Dragon's Pit. 55 blood loss buildup. Will deal 30% more damage to dragons, 15% more damage against ancient dragons. Unique skill, Dragon Wound Slash. It's designed to hunt colossal dragons. This skill cloaks the armament with a jagged gravelstone aura before performing a high leaping slash. Charge the attack to also fire off the aura. What I do is I always bust this out to fight those 2 dragons that are guarding Bale.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need a big katana, and I need it to take these dragons down fast. And this is kind of what I fall back on. The blood loss is nice. Plus, it's cool. I'm into it.
It's the rule of cool with that one.
It's very much the rule of cool.
Number 2, Rakshasha's Great Katana.
It doesn't feel good in your mouth.
No, but it's more fun to say.
Rakshasha.
It's a special weapon.
But I would hate to date Rakshasa because what do you like? Hey,
I call her Shasha.
But Rakshasha?
Rakshasha?
Hey, Rakshasha.
What's for dinner?
And she'd kill you because it's not her job.
No, it's just I'm curious where we're going.
Oh.
You think either one of us is cooking?
Well, that's why you say, hey, guess what's for dinner? And then whatever she says is the answer.
And the answer is always spam.
It's spam.
We're having canned meat.
I can't wait. Canned almost meat.
Rakshasha's Great Katana is a special weapon with the tempering pattern of its blade forever stained red with blood. That's pretty dope. 55 blood loss buildup. This weapon has hyper armor on its stats, or on its attacks. This comes at the cost of reducing all absorptions by 10% while attacking. So you're given, but you're also getting. Unique skill, Weed Cutter.
Not the coolest name.
No.
This is a weapon that gardeners use.
It's a Weed Whacker.
It's a Weed Whacker, which Weed Whackers are cool. They should have a Weed Whacker weapon where you just take out people's ankles.
I fucking hit myself in the ankle last summer.
And you didn't like it.
No, and it didn't like cut me open, but like, damn, dude, just hearing the word Weed Whacker, it hit me right on the ankle bone.
Yeah, just going to whack them weeds. Going to whack them.
I can feel it. So your unique skill here, the Weed Whacker, is what I'm going to call it.
Weed
Performs
whacker.
scythe-like horizontal swings with the sword, cutting men down as if they were weeds. Additional input allows for the continuation of the attack for as long as stamina remains. Repeated inputs allow for continuous swings, consuming stamina and 8 FP per input.
Yeah, I generally don't use this one because you get number 1 a lot earlier. So Rakshasas is just, it's too late. I already got a date for the prom.
Plus
and
being able
she's way hotter than you. Sorry, Rakshasa.
Plus being able to put affinities on the number 1 here, I think it really just far and away puts it.
See, we can't even stop talking about number 1. We're not even there yet. Number 1,
Yeah.
Great Katana. It's the Great Katana. It's a large katana with a fucking long, heavy blade. It's a big fucking sword. Sephiroth used it. We love it. We love this thing. Infuse it. Fucking do whatever you want. Have fun. You're going to love it. 55 blood loss buildup. It's fucking great. Just deal with it. Now, it's the other ones are special. So there's an Ash of War that can only be used with this one because it's only for Great Katana. Overhead stance, a skill that starts with the blade held high in a ready stance. Execute a normal attack from the stance to step forward and slash downward, or a strong attack to deliver a series of downward slashes. That's fine. Just do what you want with it. It's fucking awesome. It's a great big sword.
It's an open plate, or it's open slate for you.
You can't go wrong. Just have fun. This is what life is about. It's about big swords. You know it. Drop your little daggers. Daggers are not fun. Get a Great Katana. You're going to be happier for it. Now, Tyler has played with his pen so much, he broke his pen and he's covered in ink now, folks.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what just happened. I don't know where
Just talking about the Great Katana cut that thing open. It's that good.
I don't know where the ink's coming from. It's just everywhere now.
Well, put it down, Tyler.
I'm sorry.
Set it on over there. You don't need that. Tyler,
I was having fun, though.
you're covered.
I'm covered in ink now.
This takes us, though, to our final weapon category of the day.
Twinblades.
Darth Mauls.
Darth Mauls, yeah.
Yes. I fucking love Twinblades.
Yeah, Twinblades are great. They integrate the speed and combo potential of curved swords with the reach and versatility of greatswords. Can be wielded with a single hand, but they are best when they are used in both hands.
Yes.
Obviously. Excel in swift, long combo attacks and can be used quickly to build up status effects, because these boys are fast.
They're quick.
There's only 8 of them, though, and we're going to start with number 8, Gargoyle's Black Blades, which is a special weapon, deals more holy damage than physical. Missing parts of the twin blades have been mended with corpse wax, a patchwork of champions, which that sounds pretty fucking cool.
It's cool. It's cool, and this is one of those things where it's like all these twin blades are pretty good.
Yeah.
Problem is that this one deals more holy damage, and holy is just not viable to a lot of enemies. Number 7, the Twin Blade. Sword with blades on both sides of the hilt. It's the name, you know. Low requirements, great bleed buildup when it's blood infused. It's a solid weapon. I used the regular Twin Blade for a while in my first playthrough.
Yeah, I did a small build with it not too long ago, but I abandoned it for something else. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember.
Then we have number 6, the Gargoyle's Twin Blade, also mended with corpse wax.
Like that. That's cool.
The predominantly strength scaling option amongst the infusible twin blades also works well with status infusions, so that's pretty cool.
It's cool. There's just cooler ones, like number 5. We have the Black Steel Twin Blade. Twin Blade of Black Steel with decorative embellishments in gold. Blessed with an Erdtree incantation, further holy imbuement will amplify the effect and greatly increase the armament's power. This also deals holy damage. Sacred affinity with Sacred Blade will lead to considerable holy damage and a ranged attack. And that's no joke.
Number 4, You've heard of this one before. We know it. We love it. The Godskin Peeler.
Imagine that potato's a godskin.
Hell yeah.
This is for you.
Twin blade wielded by the Godskin Apostle. One end features a sickle for slicing attacks, while the other boasts a winding spike for boring into flesh.
It's cool because it's not symmetrical.
Yes, asymmetrical, one would say.
Yes. I like the different ends of this thing.
A decent option for arcane when blood infused, and pairs with Eleonora's pole blade. Starts with Black Flame Tornado, but can be infused.
Yeah, Godskin Peeler is one of my weapons I've used quite a bit. It's not my favorite twin blade, but its name does a lot for me.
Yeah,
it does a lot.
Plus, you earn it.
It's like if there's like a beautiful weapon, but it was called like the butt. I'm like, that's not that good. But if it was called the Godskin butt peeler, whoa.
Sign me up.
I'm okay. I'm paying attention now. Number 3 brings us to the twinned night swords. Take 2 night swords, just weld them in the middle. Boom. Longest length of all twin blades. Very well rounded and can be infused to your strengths, making this my favorite infusible of the twin blades. Very versatile, but definitely not the best of the twin blades.
Number 2, coming up just short of number 1, just barely here.
It was number 1 for a long time until the DLC.
Eleonora's pole blade, a special weapon, twinned naginata, forged in the land of reeds. Chosen weapon of Eleonora, Violet Bloody Finger, deals equal amounts of fire damage, 55 blood loss buildup, very strong stance damage, inflicts both physical and fire damage, and causes blood loss buildup. Initial skill use can be followed up with a heavy attack input. The unique skill here is Blood Blade Dance. Leap at a foe to perform a fury of tornado-like attacks. Follow up with an additional input to perform an attack that ends in an evasive maneuver. Animation has significant resistance to staggering.
Like that.
Yes, I don't want to be touched. I don't want to be fucked up when I'm doing something cool. Very strong stance damage. Inflicts both physical and fire damage and causes blood loss buildup. Initial skill use can be followed up with a heavy attack input. It was so good. So sweet.
Well, and the stance damage is a lot. These weapons are good for staggering enemies. And yeah, you bring up a good point where, you double hand them, two-hand them, and it's great because your moveset changes so much and you have like that wide range of fast attacks. You can build up blood loss quick. And what I wound up doing for one of my playthroughs is I used the Eleonora's pole blade plus the Godskin Peeler, and I was dual wielding them, which is stupid looking. You're carrying 4 blades, and you're kind of like whipping them both around at the same time, and it's a little silly. But when you jump in and you just like get like 3-4 blood loss buildups real quick on these big weapons, it does stagger. It does do a lot. And Eleonora's pole blade, it's fantastic. The problem is, though, one of the most unique weapons in the game came out in Shadow of the Erd Tree, and that's the Euporia. Not the Euphoria. I don't know why. But this is a twin blade symbolizing abundance. It's the secret treasure of the tower. Though the blades, fashioned from golden shoots, are largely wilted and darkened, their luster can be restored by dealing damage to foes. It builds up the more you use it.
That is too cool.
Because it's true, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
But this one, if you use it, you can abuse it.
I believe it's the only weapon in the game with that sort of function.
It's very unique. It's very cool. It deals more holy damage than physical. Euporia has a charging mechanic based on dealing a number of hits in quick succession. After 7 hits within a 10-second window, it gains a 5% damage buff, which empowers its weapon skill. Now, that skill is Euporia Vortex. Using the power of the Vortex, you violently twirl the armament, dealing multiple slashes directly ahead. The greater the restored luster of the blades, the greater the power of the skill. However, use of the skill will fully consume the blade's luster. So you build it up, and you let it out. This initial spins do not deal any damage. The user can move and turn slowly while performing the vortex, allowing for slight repositioning if needed. If the blades of the weapon make contact with the target, the user will automatically move and turn around as they hit the target to center them in the vortex, even without using lock-on. The animation takes approximately 3 seconds from start to finish until the user can perform another action such as rolling. If the blades of the weapon are charged with energy, using the skill shoots off a small beam of light at the center of the vortex. Euphoria will add 35 flat holy damage for the duration of its buff, which seems to vary slightly between 15 to 20 seconds, but it can go as high as 70 holy damage if you hit enough times in a short duration. The damage also charges up the vortex to deal more damage and shoot out the beam. At tier 2, the weapon skill lasts longer, dealing increased overall damage. It's just such a unique weapon, and it's fun. The problem is you're going to get this late game. This is not until you're at the very end of the DLC, which is probably going to be after the main game. So if you're not doing a new game plus run, you're limited in when you can use the Euphoria, but it is fantastic.
That's how I felt with Rivers of Blood the first time through, because you don't get it till Mount Kelmir.
You don't get it till later.
Yeah,
but it is great. And that's going to wrap up today's episode. We have many more weapon categories to go into. There's 45 categories of weapons altogether, and we're at 17.
There's so fucking many, dude.
There's a lot. And that's good, because variety is the spice of life. Now, if you want access to all the episodes in advance, if you're not on our Patreon, check out patreon.com/hairofthedogcast to get access to these amazing episodes early. If this is on the main feed, that means our Patreon supporters have had this for, it could be almost a year. I don't know how the release schedule is going to go after a while, but they've had it for a while. So if you want the rest of them or more of them right away, for as low as $3 a month, you can get that at patreon.com. Special thanks to Patreon executive producers Rycard, Christy, Nick, Malekith, The Black Blade, Blaggard, Big Brian Ward, The Jordan Hoslow, Sorceress of Blood, Festering Fingerprint, Phil Wright, Iron Fist, Phil, Red Bear, Phil, just Phil, Bell, Bear, Red Bell, Bear. Thanks, Tyler. Bell-bearing Hunter, Bryant Ross, Crucible Knight, Kelly Gutowski, Justin Malesmer, the Impaler, D-Man, the Azula Beastman, and Lady Freya. Thank you, Freya.
Anytime.
And thank you, listeners, for coming along on this journey with us. If you're on our Patreon, Night Rain's around the corner. We're excited for it. Tyler has spilt ink all over this table, which is already not in great shape regardless, so that's fine.
I truthfully don't understand where the ink came from, because I wasn't touching the tip of the pen. It came out somewhere else.
If you have an open wound in your mouth, you probably just tongue it all day, don't you, Tyler?
Dude, yeah.
You slap that tongue all over it.
Well, yeah, because otherwise, what else am I going to do with it?
You're more of a thrusting tongue.
Yes.
I'm more of a slashing.
I was really upset that we didn't get to talk about pork swords or anything. I had a pork sword joke lined up for
pork
thrusting.
Sword? What's a pork sword?
You ever watch Juno?
No.
It's a good movie. Pork sword is a penis.
That's Elliot Page and Michael Cera?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's isn't Jason Bateman in that? I think he is.
Jason Statham?
Jason Statham would
What
be
do you
great.
mean? You guys are little indie lovers? What do you mean? That's a bad Statham. Thanks for listening, friends. We'll see you next time.